Yo, what's going on YouTube? That's I don't do those type of intros. So, real quick video. There is two things that you need to learn and research deeply before you turn 18. Preferably before you turn 18, because these things are so crucial to what you do, so crucial to how you move through life, that if you figure these things out and if you master them or even come close to understanding them and applying them properly, you're going to be so ahead of your peers. It's going to be fucking crazy. Listen, at probably 16 years old or 17 years old, I had first heard the term that is neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity. It may be hard to say. Neuroplasticity. Basically, if you break down the word, it's neural plasticity. So what it means is it is your brain's neural networks being capable of elasticity and plasticity. So what that means is you can manipulate the way your neural networks in your brain is connected, and basically where your brain is shaped, not as in like a pear shape or a fucking donut shape, as in your habits, your outlook on life. It can be changed and it can be viewed in a computer screen. If you had the technology, it could be viewed in a computer screen, the changes that you had made to your brain. That's neuroplasticity. So how can we use neuroplasticity to our advantage? Well, since you are young, and especially you haven't even turned 18 yet, but neuroplasticity goes on much further till like 30s or 40s, I believe, or maybe till the end of your life. Since you are younger, it's going to be an even more drastic capability of neuroplasticity. So what that means is everything you do matters like 10 times more. Every single habit that you build, every single good book that you have read, every single pieces of knowledge that you have accumulated, it is so much more important to your brain and to your neuroplasticity. So for example, if you're building a good habit right now, for example, say you are 16 and you're going to the local football club and practicing football with friends, with other men. So you're doing a sport with other men and you're being social while you are doing that, and you're being physically active and you're building this habit. It's going to be a lifelong positive, a lifelong benefit that you're going to be, benefiting from. Think of it as a video game. There's these permanent buffs that you can, get in, for example, like a mobile game, right? Or an RPG game. Think of it as a permanent buff. So everything that you do right now matters a lot more than what you will do in your later stages of life. So this is the time where you can build permanent buffs, permanent effects that you can have on your life. Say 2% more, 2% more willpower. How about that? People will pay millions to have 2% willpower. And I'm telling you, you can build it right now because you have neuroplasticity. And if you research this topic enough, and if you figure out the things that you want to build for the goals that you have, if you wish to be great, this is the one area of life that you need to focus on before you turn 18, or as a young man or as a young woman. So we talked about neuroplasticity, and we talked about how crucial it is that you need to research this topic thoroughly and understand this topic thoroughly, and build the right habits and right mental stuff to benefit from this capability that you have as a woman. As a human. I'm thinking about women too much today. I've been messaging too much. So, second topic. My apologies, this video will have no cuts. I need to drink water. My mouth is dry. English is not my main language. You know how I have been able to master this language in this way, and I'm able to speak with, confidence and with, ability to encapsulate the audience. That's because of neuroplasticity. Because from a young age, I started to learn English and I surrounded myself with English. So the second thing that you need to focus on and you need to learn before you turn 18 as a young person is the ability to learn. Now, you might ask, well, what is the ability to learn? Ability to learn is not just listening to the teacher like all the other kids do. Not just getting 100 from the exam, an A plus from the exam like some other kids do. It's learning how to learn and learning that in your own way. At the start of the university, I had this chunk of free time that I could do anything that I want with. And I immediately began thinking about the possibilities. If I focused on learning coding, maybe I could do that and get some bucks. And for example, if I were to focus on, say, learning a language, I could master a third language at my young ripe age of 18. So I started thinking about this stuff. But what I did not realize was I didn't know how to learn outside of a contained classroom environment and outside of someone telling me and teaching me something. I didn't know how to learn. I depended on a teacher, whether it be an online teacher on YouTube, say self-improvement YouTuber, or whether it be a teacher in a classroom. I did not know how to learn. And that's what you need to understand. You need to understand and learn how to learn. And it must be your own personalized way. Because people do not work the same. You already know this. Some people, learn better by, writing stuff down. Some people learn better with, making voice notes. Some people, learn better with, applying the stuff. What you can do for this topic is you can pick an area of life that you want to learn about. Say neuroplasticity that we talked about in the beginning of the video. And your next step will be to master that area so thoroughly. And after you've finished, learning this task beautifully and being able to apply the things that you have learned beautifully and concretely, you're going to take a look back and find out the ways in which you have been able to learn this topic the most quickly. So maybe when you read the Wikipedia article about neuroplasticity, that was the thing that jolted your system of learning. Maybe when you watch a video about neuroplasticity, that's the thing that made more sense to you. Maybe when you figured out, for example, when you were learning basketball, when you found out that practicing your shots, so applying the things that you have learned, made you learn more concretely, more better. That's interesting. So that's what you're going to do after you have finished learning this area of life that you choose. Figure out, go to the drawing board, reassess your entire learning process, and find out which ways was most helpful to you. So that was the two things that you need to learn before you turn 18 from a person who has turned 18 not over 3 months ago. Thank you for watching. If I were to add a third one to the list, it will be learning how to cope with your life, because there are going to be many things that life will throw at you, and if you do not learn your coping mechanisms, you will fall. You will crumble under the pressure, because as time moves forward, pressure will increase. You will have more responsibilities. You will have a job, a house, a mortgage, a car. People will start to depend on you if they weren't depending on you already. So those are, interestingly, the three things that you need to learn thoroughly before you turn 18. I'm Çınar Doğan. This channel is called Sosa Does It, and thanks for watching. Subscribe if you wish for more videos like this, and see you.